What's up, y'all? This is Cash Sports, and today we're talking about the topic between Mad Dog Russo and JJ Redick.
Have an issue.
Just shut up and play, will you please? America's tired of Draymond Green, and I deal with them constantly. The fans, they're not, San Francisco fans, different story. They're tired of, listen, be quiet and play. And we all know he's got a great skill set for that team, but who in the world is sitting there? He's so polarizing, I can't root for him. I understand how good he is, I can't root for him.
So, Cash, what do you guys say about that?
So, this topic, or this debate on First Take, was one of the most controversial I've seen in a while. And Mad Dog Russo definitely deserved to be put in his place, at least in regards to what he said, including Draymond Green. So on his segment on First Take, he was talking to JJ Redick and Stephen A. Smith, and they were alluding to Draymond Green's foul and what he was saying in his antics after the game, or even during the game, regarding the matter. But when Russo was asked about the situation, or just Draymond Green in particular, he pointed out and said to shut up and play. And nobody wanted to hear from Draymond Green. Specifically, America didn't want to hear from Draymond Green. But in lighter news, he was defended shockingly, by JJ Redick, a former athlete who played in the National Basketball Association. And JJ Redick definitely had a lot to say in regards to what Mad Dog Russo said to Draymond Green.
The same sort of connotations that the shut up and dribble crowd has towards athletes, and I have a real problem with that. And specifically with Draymond, the idea that America is tired of him. You do realize the guy has a very, very popular podcast that he hosts where he talks himself for a majority of the episode, and people listen to that. He signed a talent deal with Turner because people want to hear what Draymond has to say. It's true. The reason they want to hear what Draymond has to say is because just like in this press conference, he is real, authentic, and unfiltered.
And JJ Redick has been in the league for a while. And he's had a lot of great takes and a lot of great segments in regards to defending players, giving NBA players a voice on a media platform. And not to mention, he's been very outspoken and he knows his basketball and he can articulate it to the highest level. And you can see his IQ just by the way he speaks. But in regards to this topic alone between Russo and JJ Redick, I'm so happy about it because not only that, you have a white athlete who's actually out there defending a black athlete and promoting him to speak up and to share his point of view. Because Draymond Green is a very controversial figure, but in a positive way. I mean, he has his own platform, he has his own YouTube channel, and people tune in. People want to hear what Draymond Green have to say. Draymond Green has been on a Warriors team that's been in the making and has been in competition to win an NBA championship for a very long time. So for JJ Redick to come out and make a stand and to defend Draymond Green in front of everybody on national television to Mad Dog Russo, it was a blessing in disguise and something we needed in a long time. Now, I'm not talking down too much on Mad Dog Russo because, to be honest, I don't really know too much about Mad Dog Russo. I just know that he's one of those old school guys who prefer the older players like Bob Cousy and like those old 70s, 80s, 60s teams. Like, he still thinks those teams are like the best teams of all time. But Bob Cousy wasn't even shooting like 40% from the field. And he was saying this is the greatest point guard to ever play. Like, he didn't even think Chris Paul was one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game, which is ludicrous, if I may say so myself. So, in regards to Mad Dog Russo, I know that he probably particularly aims to please a certain audience. And I'm not going to be quick to label Mad Dog Russo as somebody as like a racist of some sort. But in pertains to that argument alone, the undertones were very alarming. And that's the sort of behavior and the attitude that we can't necessarily have in the NBA or just in sports or in media in general. If a lot of athletes want to speak up and they have a lot to speak up, we need to listen. We need to take that into effect and not take it for granted. So as it pertains to this whole thing between JJ Redick and Mad Dog Russo, I'm glad JJ Redick stepped in, put Mad Dog Russo in his place, and not to mention he's been hitting him with those basketball facts, which are undeniable and irrefutable. So, Arthur, this topic or this segment between Mad Dog Russo and JJ Redick was a polarizing one, and it was definitely needed because JJ Redick certainly put him in his place and was worth to see. So, this concludes our segment and our episode in regards to Cash Sports. If you want more content, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Ching!